My name's Olivia Bingaman. I am the Mosquito-Borne Disease Control Program Coordinator of Lancaster and Lebanon. And Randy is here with me from, go ahead.
Well, from the Conservation District, since the district will be taking over administration of the program as of January 1st.
Yeah, and I would like to publicly thank the Conservation District for doing that, because you were kind of homeless for a while, Olivia, so we wanted to find a place for you, and they did agree to work with you, so I think it's going to be a good fit.
I agree. So I'd like to start off with a little bit of a overview of 2018. Statewide 2018 mosquito season was horrific, if I must say so myself. We'll start with statewide numbers. In 2018, we collected 6,561 mosquito pool positives. As a reference, 2017, we collected 3,205, so this is more than double. It is also the worst season on record statewide for mosquito positives. We collected 112 avian positives in 2018, where in 2017 we collected 42. And currently we have 87 human illness positives.
87?
87 statewide. We expect a lot more. And in 2017 we only had 20. So you can see the drastic uptick in mosquito activity this year. Back to Lebanon County, we had 99 mosquito positive collections, whereas 2017 we had 85. That doesn't seem like a huge uptick, but it still indicates a rise. We had 1 horse positive, where in 2017 we had 0, and we had 1 avian positive, where again in 2017 we had 0. In Lebanon County we have 6 confirmed human illnesses. A lot of these tended to be in areas where our program does not necessarily reach, as in very rural farmland type areas. I'm working on some education and other programs that I could do in those areas to help them next year, now that I know that it could turn into a serious problem if we have a season again like this year. Again, since this year was so terrible, we also increased our adult and larval control activities. We conducted 4 ULV truck sprays this year, whereas in 2017 we only conducted 1. I wanted to just reiterate the reason or how we make these decisions. So we have something that we call a vector index that we use to calculate risk in areas. We get this information from the data we collect from our traps. It's a long drawn out mathematical equation that I am not going to read out to you, but if you have any questions I can make that available. We also make these decisions based off human and horse illness, because if there is positive in the area, it's not good to have them around humans and other horses and things that could get sick. Are there any questions as of this year's positives? Yes.
How far can a mosquito fly?
They actually aren't very strong flyers, and this is based off of their species. I don't have an exact number, but I do believe it's less than a mile.
Less than 1 mile. So that is why focusing on an area when you find a positive would take care of any others that got the illness from that one.
Yes.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
Any other questions?
No, I don't have a question, I just wanted to clarify. So indicating, if I understood what you said, you actually increased your efforts 400%, is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So if we want to move on to next year's grant, do you guys have copies?
I don't think so.
Okay, I brought some copies.
Okay.
There's 4 of them, so there's one for you too, Jeannie. The first, if you flip over the first page, you should find the grant worksheet. So in 2017, our total funding requested in Lebanon County was $59,708.50. In 2019, I'm sorry, in 2018 was 59,000. In 2019, we're looking at a significant increase to $98,876.75. I'll do a little bit of a breakdown as to why these numbers have increased. Part of the reason is because since I will no longer be working for Penn State Extension and I cannot be employed by both Lebanon and Lancaster County at the same time, instead of splitting my salary between two counties, it must be put on Lebanon County, completely on Lebanon County. So the entirety of my salary will be on that grant, along with one tech, which is the same as last year, and an administrative help.
Which will all flow through Conservation District?
Yes.
Just to be clear, okay.
Yes. We are increasing mileage under operational expenses because the Conservation District has a vehicle for us to use, so we will be using additional mileage instead of purchasing or renting a vehicle. Additionally, we will be adding more control product and control equipment to the grant, as we will be using a new control method coming up in 2019. That's pretty interesting, that has the ability to attach, a pesticide will attach to mosquitoes and allow them to disperse it, which has the ability to reach more areas that we are unable to reach. We also have additional money in there to purchase new computers, and there's also an increase in the administration line just due to Conservation District operations. So that is the main idea as to the increases in the grant. This grant has already been given to DEP and approved, so it's just here for approval from the county. Yep, to accept.
Okay.
Accept.
Any,
And I'll
okay.
second the motion.
All right, have a motion and a second to accept the grant as presented. All those in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Grant is accepted.
Thank you. I did want to say a little note of an additional activity that we are going to undertake this year. As request from DEP, we are going to start collecting tick samples. These tick samples can be taken from any public use area, public parks, public trails. And while we do not currently have any plans to do any tick control, this will give us a numerical number that can assess risk for residents of Lebanon County of Lyme disease and Powassan and other tick-borne diseases. So we are collecting 50 ticks in each county, and then those will be sent to the lab at DEP and tested, and then we will get a numerical value as to risk in the area.
That's wonderful. That's a good step.
Yes.
Thank you very
Thank you.
much for everything you do. And